Hello and welcome back. In this Black Excellist presentation, we will highlight the top 10 best companies for African American employees.
Welcome to blackexcellist.com, the site where we share Black excellence, opulence, and affluence. Our mission is to inspire you as we enlighten you.
These 10 companies represent organizations and brands that recognize the value of cultivating an inclusive environment, driven by company leadership through senior management and the board of directors. Each of these companies hold themselves publicly accountable to their diversity and inclusion goals by publishing annual diversity reports. Although they still have a long way to go, we appreciate the steps they are taking to more closely engage Black employees during the turbulence of the COVID-19 pandemic, the confusing sociopolitical times, and the uncertain future. Today, diversity and minority definitions take on all shapes and sizes. A company's commitment to diversity can include investments that include women, veterans, people of color, immigrants, the LBGTQ community, and even individuals with disabilities. However, we try to focus on companies with a specific commitment to hiring African Americans, promoting Black employees into executive positions, and investing directly into the Black community. If you are a young recent college grad looking for new employment at an exciting company who's committed to hiring African Americans, or if you are a seasoned professional considering new opportunities with an organization who appreciates African American talent, then we strongly encourage you to reach out to these Fortune 500 leaders in the arena of diversity and inclusion. In this original Black Excellist video, we will be featuring the 10 best workplaces in corporate America for African Americans in no particular order. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. AT&T with headquarters in Dallas, Texas. AT&T is a modern media company and premier communications holding company. Their people bring together high-speed networks optimized for video, cutting-edge advertising technology, and innovative media and telecommunications. With a powerful array of network resources that includes the nation's most reliable 4G LTE network, AT&T is a leading provider of wireless, Wi-Fi, high-speed internet, voice, and cloud-based services. AT&T's development initiatives, including their Leading with Distinction program and many employee resource group activities, have strong representation among their African American employees. One of the most visible employee resource group is the African American Telecommunications Professionals of AT&T, a critical business-aligned channel that has helped produce Black leadership candidates. In a recent report, AT&T's Black retention rate was 85.6%. Their U.S. workforce is made up of 19% Black employees, where almost 14% of their managers and 22% of their frontline employees are Black. 14% of AT&T's board of directors is Black, reflecting African Americans' proportion of the U.S. population. Moreover, AT&T recognizes the value of Black-owned businesses and will continue to be focused and intentional to contribute to economic equality and provide sustainable opportunities for the Black community. We would like to highlight AT&T's membership on the $1 Billion Roundtable, an advocacy organization that recognizes corporations spending at least $1 billion with minority and woman-owned suppliers. At the time of this video in 2020, AT&T was on track to meet its commitment to spend $3 billion with U.S. Black-owned suppliers by the end of this year. And in August 2020, AT&T committed an additional $10 million to create economic opportunities for Black and underserved communities. Number 2. Target Corporation with headquarters in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Target Corporation operates general merchandise discount stores. The company focuses on merchandising operations, which includes general merchandise and food discount stores and a fully integrated online business. As part of its long-standing commitment to creating a culture that is diverse, equitable, and inclusive, Target has established 5 very ambitious goals where it hopes all of its Black team members can thrive. These systemic changes will help their Black team members excel and operate within a workplace that is productive and inclusive culture for all. However, the company realizes that it can certainly do more to increase representation and advancement opportunities for African Americans. The company currently is planning to increase representation of its Black team members across the company by 20% over the next 3 years by sharpening their focus on the Black employee advancement, retention, and hiring. Target revealed that the the company's workforce of nearly 350,000 team members is 15% African American. However, Black employees account for only 5% of Target's executives or senior level officials and managers. Target acknowledges that some additional focus on the advancement and retention of their Black team members is needed and has started to build a better culture where African American leadership and skills are respected and valued. The company is finding other ways to champion diversity and inclusion and has pledged to accelerate the work to increase transparency with the help of their new Racial Equity Action and Change REACH committee. Although many may consider it a token gesture, we give Target kudos for being one of a very few Fortune 500 company that has designated Juneteenth, the oldest nationally celebrated commemoration of the ending of slavery in the United States, as a recognized company holiday. Number 3, General Motors Company with headquarters in Detroit, Michigan. General Motors Company engages in the designing, manufacturing, and selling of cars, trucks, and automobile parts. GM is one of the world's largest auto manufacturers, making and selling cars and trucks worldwide under well-known brands such as Buick, Cadillac, Chevrolet, and GMC. A pioneer in building a diverse and inclusive business, General Motors has long understood that unique perspectives are key to success in the marketplace, and being on the cutting edge of technological innovation in the fast-paced automotive industry. General Motors is determined to be at the forefront of change and holds several distinctions, proving its commitment to a diverse and inclusive workforce. From the boardroom to the plant floor, GM was the first Fortune 500 company to have an African American on its board of directors in 1971 and became the first and only automaker to have an African American vice president of global design in 2005. GM is focused on expanding the diverse pool of talent that they attract globally, and this results in 17% of its workforce being African American. Furthermore, GM is dedicated to building key relationships and strong strategic partners with African American organizations that include 100 Black Men of America, Congressional Black Caucus Foundation, NAACP, National Urban League, National Black MBA, National Society of Black Engineers, Howard University, and NC AT&T State University. Not to mention that GM is a charter member of the $1 Billion Roundtable, a small collection of Fortune 500 companies who are committed to spending at least $1 billion annually with minority and women-owned suppliers. We should also highlight the incredible work that GM's African Ancestry Network has performed with giving GM a competitive advantage in attracting, developing, and retaining African ancestry employees while engaging Black communities. Number 4, Proctor Gamble with headquarters in Cincinnati, Ohio. The Proctor Gamble Company, P&G, is an American multinational consumer goods corporation that specializes in a wide range of consumer goods, personal health, personal care, and hygiene products. P&B boasts billion-dollar brands for home and health. The world's largest maker of consumer packaged goods divides its business into 5 global segments and nearly 35 brands that it sells across more than 180 countries. P&G and their brands are stepping up their ongoing efforts to advance equality for all people, and especially right now for Black Americans who face racism, bias, and brutality. For years, they have used their voice as a leading advertiser to shine a light on inequality, highlight bias, and spark dialogue that leads to understanding and action. The consumer good company is doubling down on their efforts and has established a fund with an initial contribution of $5 million to accelerate and expand its work alongside organizations that fight for justice, advance economic opportunity, enable greater access to education and healthcare, and make our communities more equitable. The P&G Take On Race Fund supports larger established African American organizations like the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund, YWCA Stand Against Racism, and the United Negro College Fund. It will also include smaller organizations that mobilize and advocate, such as Courageous Conversation, and groups that hold our elected officials more accountable. Since 2007, P&G spends more than $2 billion with diverse-owned businesses every year. Given this high level of achievement, P&G is also an active member of the $1 Billion Roundtable, the forum of companies spending more than $1 billion annually with diverse suppliers. Number 5, Marriott International with headquarters in Bethesda, Maryland. Marriott International, Inc. is an American multinational diversified hospitality company that manages and franchises a broad portfolio of hotels and related lodging facilities. Marriott International is the largest hotel chain in the world by number of available rooms, which stands at over 1.4 million. It has 30 brands with almost 7,500 properties in 131 countries and territories around the world. Marriott International has publicly announced their belief in Black Lives Matter and that each person deserves to be recognized and respected for our common humanity, as well as the distinct qualities that make us unique. The hospitality company has been recognized for their long-standing commitment to ensuring that there are inclusive opportunities available for its Black employees. Marriott was one of the first companies 2 decades ago to establish a board of directors committee focused on advancing inclusive opportunity. They're proud of the fact that 50% of the company's board of directors and senior management are either diverse or women. More importantly, 22% of Marriott's workforce is African American, and although most of these Black employees work on the front line, a key pillar of Marriott's America's diversity and inclusive strategy is to increase the number of minorities in leading roles. More than 1,300 leaders have completed or are currently enrolled in their diversity program, and minorities have represented 36% of its participants. The Marriott is consistently listed in the top 10 companies for diversity due to its conviction to create a culture of belonging and inclusion in the modern workplace. Marriott International continues to be a champion for diversity and inclusion through its support of 3 of its African American partners, the National Urban League Young Professionals, the NAACP, and the National Association of Black Hotel Owners, Operators, and Developers. Number 6, Accenture, with headquarters in Chicago, Illinois. Accenture, Inc. provides management consulting, technology, and outsourcing services on a global scale. The company offers its management consulting services in customer relationship management, finance and enterprise performance, operations, risk management, strategy, and talent and organization service areas. Accenture has a long-standing commitment to accelerating equality for all and are developing comprehensive plans for the recruitment, retention, staffing, and advancement of African American professionals. They have taken many actions to increase the representation of African Americans and announced goals of increasing their Black employees from 9% to 12%. Since only 2.8% of its managing directors are Black, they have also set goals of doubling the number of managing directors from their Black employee pool. Accenture recognizes that their clients benefit from diversity of thought and better solutions that come from a greater diversity of culture and different backgrounds. The company is also launching an initiative to support Black entrepreneurs and Black business initiatives. The Accenture Ventures program will invest in Black technology startup founders and CEOs throughout the Black Founders Development Fund. It's an underserved source of innovation where less than 1% of all venture capital funding goes to Black founders. We also commend the global consulting company for its goal to have 50% of its workforce to be women by 2025. Number 7, Bank of America Corporation, with headquarters in Charlotte, North Carolina. Bank of America is one of the world's leading financial institutions, serving individual consumers, small and middle market businesses, and large corporations with a full range of banking, investing, and asset management. The company provides financial support in the United States, serving approximately 66 million consumer and small business clients with approximately 4,300 retail financial centers. This global leader in wealth management realizes the power of people and value their differences in thought, style, culture, ethnicity, and experience. Bank of America recognizes that diversity makes it a stronger company and that diversity and inclusion are central to the company's values. They are proud to be widely recognized for their workplace practices and initiatives that promote inclusion and includes its Black team members in its management pool. Bank of America has partnered with more than 200 external organizations to identify diverse talent, including collaborations with many colleagues and universities, including HBCUs, to recruit the next generation of Black corporate leaders. Bank of America's most recent campus recruiting class in the U.S. was more than 57% racially and ethnically diverse, with strong Black and African American representation that will continue to grow. Their Black Professional Group, BPG, was one of their first employee networks and now has more than 13,000 members in chapters across the nation. BPG supports the recruitment, retention, and promotion of African American employees, offers mentoring to help develop leadership potential, and sponsors regular networking and virtual events. In June 2020, Bank of America announced that it was making a $1 billion four-year commitment of additional support to help local Black communities focus on career reskilling and job training. This would also include support of Black-owned small businesses and partnerships with HBCUs for hiring, research programs, and other areas of mutual opportunity. Bank of America invests more than $1 million annually with third parties focused on advancing Black talent, like Black Enterprise, Executive Leadership Council, National Association of Black Accountants, and National Black MBA Association. This annual investment is part of Bank of America's commitment an active member of the Billion Dollar Roundtable. Number 8, TIAA, with headquarters in New York, New York. The Teachers Insurance and Annuity Association of America College Retirement Equities Fund, TIAA, formerly TIAA-CREF, is a Fortune 100 financial services organization that is the leading provider of financial services in the academic, research, medical, cultural, and governmental fields. TIAA serves over 5 million active and retired employees participating at more than 15,000 institutions and has $1 trillion in combined assets under management with holdings in more than 50 countries. TIAA believes diversity is broader than just race, ethnicity, and gender, while also promoting the fact that diverse teams outperform non-diverse teams in terms of productivity, creativity, and quality. They have demonstrated a commitment to providing an inclusive workplace and culture where African American employees with different backgrounds and perspectives can grow and contribute their best. To help their clients and customers achieve financial well-being, TIAA recognizes the need for a diverse workforce and an inclusive environment where everyone can help drive success. TIAA has a rich history of African American leaders, and they were truly at the forefront of inclusion and diversity with the appointment of the first African American board member in the 1950s, and then in 1987, the appointment of Cliff Wharton Jr. as CEO of TIAA, making him one of the first African Americans to lead a Fortune 500 company. They're continuing this legacy today with one of the most diverse leadership teams in financial services. TIAA has a diverse network of business and employee resource groups that help promote inclusion and growth throughout the organization. Their Empowered Group is the company's Black Professional Network focused on professional and leadership development and community service. Their collaboration with HBCUs is a great example of how they're working to impact the future of African American business leaders and the Black community as a whole. TIAA has also created the TIAA HBCU Early Career Insights program with the goal of sharing best practices and innovative strategies to help position HBCUs and their students for future success in corporate America. Number 9. FedEX Corporation with headquarters in Memphis, Tennessee. FedEx Corp is a holding company which engages in the provision of a portfolio of transportation, e-commerce, and business services. FedEx Express is the world's largest express transportation company, providing fast and reliable services for more than 3.6 million shipments each business day. Recognizing and celebrating diversity and inclusion has been a cornerstone at FedEx for nearly 50 years and continues to be a strong part of their corporate culture. For FedEx Express, a diverse talent pipeline ensures a diverse company and helps the company embrace differences, value unique skills, and treat all employees with mutual respect. The Memphis air cargo giant often totes its promote from within mindset to prospective employees, a selling point for its African American workforce that represents 29% of the company's total workforce. At FedEx, African Americans comprise 36% of its U.S. talent pool and 16% of its management positions. Through its Executive Leadership Council, FedEx supports a major management training initiative. In fact, it's one of the nation's leading member organizations working to increase the number of successfully Black executives in C-suites, on corporate boards, and with global enterprises. FedEx helps create even more diversity in its workplace through support support an Inroads, which is an internship program that provides career opportunities for outstanding ethnically diverse young people. Numerous Inroads alum have gone on to full-time positions within FedEx in the areas of HR, marketing, engineering, and finance. Number 10. Foot Locker Retail with headquarters in New York, New York. Foot Locker Retail Inc. is a leading retailer of sportswear and athletic footwear with almost 3,400 primarily mall-based stores in the United States and 25 other countries. The global athletic apparel retailer also sells via e-commerce sites, mobile devices, and catalogs. Anyone who frequents the mall recognizes the fact that the staff at Foot Locker come from unusually diverse demographic backgrounds. Foot Locker recently released an open letter stating that it stands resolute in their commitment to fight racial inequality and injustice. The executive team is improving upon its commitment to recognize that Black culture plays a pivotal role in shaping sneaker culture, the foundation of business at Foot Locker. The company is 34% female and 42% ethnic minorities, with 20% of its workforce being African American. However, we wanted to enter Foot Locker onto this list due to its investment and development to African American leadership and management, in addition to its frontline workers that help us in their retail stores. We also consider it a major development that 2 of its 9-member board of directors are African Americans. Moreover, Foot Locker will invest $200 million over the next 5 years to support the Black community and Black youth culture through economic development and education initiatives. Foot Locker will increase its global supplier and agency investments in Black-owned businesses and purchase more products from Black-owned brands, as well as increasing its marketing spend with young Black entrepreneurs, creators, and collaborators. Additionally, the corporation will donate to organizations that create economic development and advancement opportunities for African Americans. Further, the company will extend its Foot Locker Scholarship Athletes program to benefit additional students of color, and it will direct a portion of proceeds from its On Our Feet gala to beneficiaries supporting the Black community.
We appreciate the fact that you stayed with us until the end. Thank you for spending time with us, and don't forget to like this video. Also, make sure you subscribe so that you never miss a video. Bye for now. We will see you tomorrow.